welcome to the first edition of the Parents Team Summit 2024. Team Interconnected, Interconnected, Embracing Differences and Fostering Unity Between Parents and Teens by our amazing, intelligent, beautiful, award-winning Sister Amina. Can we put our hands together for her, please? Like I said before, the mic was handed over to me. Apologies for starting behind the time, um, behind schedule. We have some little people. Some of our things that program
Hello.
we have outlined for today. So I'll be calling on Coach Joy Essen. Coach Joy Essen, are you available? Yes. Let's lighten up the house. Let's lighten up the house and have a little.
Because everybody's looking so serious and all that. Well, I know some of us might know ourselves, some of us might not know ourselves. As far as we're under the same umbrella, then each other. Thanks to Coach Amina. So what quickly, I'm going to be handing out some words on a paper, and it contains the names of animals. So you might have a parent animal or you might have a child animal. What you need to do is to find the person that is with your pair. So you find the person that is with your pair and find out something about them. So we're going to do that for the next 5 minutes. No, is it okay? So when everybody, the first five people that have found their pair, please come outside and let us meet you. All right? I hope we're good to go. Okay. My colleague. Yes, you can just share to people that will with us. So I want us to just go around, meet someone. So in your hand is either a parent or a baby. So go and find out who is with your pair. You cannot find out who is with your pair by standing or sitting. You have to walk around and ask questions. All right, let's break the ice a bit. I'm still seeing some people sitting. If you found your pair, please come forward. Maybe we can ask them for extra tea for you. We might be able to get extra tea for you. You're not just finding your pair, you're finding out something about them. Find out something about that person. Find out the person with you. Find out your question. Ask question. Find out something about them. Who knows? Your next friend, your next business partner might be in this room. You don't know who is who. I can see some people. You don't know who you might need. Okay, if you found yourself, just come forward. You found yourself, come forward. Okay, I can see two complete pair. Thank you for playing. Three complete pair. Thank you. Who else? Oh, we have four complete pair. Thank you. The rest of you, you've not found yourselves. Who? We have four complete pair. One, two, three, four, five. So find out something about them. Their name, what they do. Collect business card if possible. Strictly business. So this is not matchmaking. This is family segment. It's strictly business. No matchmaking here. Everybody is married, either a mother or a child. That's what we're doing here. Oh, please, oh, mommies and daddies, oh, we are not pairing your child or your husband or wife away. Oh, that cool. Now game with the do. Okay, so people are not talking, sir. All people don't know each other before. Uh-huh. Okay, so you found out something about it. Who knows? If you ask your daddy for money, he does not give, you can collect his number and say, sir, please, I want to buy this game. You don't know, so you can, bond with him. Okay, who else? Who else has found each other? Okay, so going once, going twice. If you are finding it difficult to find yourself, okay, thank you. So now I want to, let's ask questions. Good afternoon or good morning, sir, and our dear son. So let's meet you. So you tell me his name and what he does. Sir, you tell me his name and what he does. Okay, thank you. Okay, so please thank you everybody for playing. Let's all be here, please. Let's meet our pair, our first pair for this morning. Let's clap for them, please. Let's clap for them. Okay, so let's meet you. Sorry?
I said Salaam.
No, his name.
His name is Mr. Akindele Abdullah.
Okay, sir, what's his own name?
His name is Anib Abdulaziz.
Okay, tell us something about him that you found out today.
He said he teaches elementary math in a very interesting manner, a very unique way, so that students understand.
Okay, so you see, if you are ready to do math, this is your plug. Oh, you've seen show plug. He says he teaches math, so I like that. All right, if we're looking for a show plug math teacher, we already have him here. So please collect his contact afterwards. Math teacher available, personal tutor, going for a discount on me. Okay, sir, tell us something you found out about him. Oh, sir, you did not tell us anything about yourself. You didn't tell him anything about you. Okay. Okay, no problem. So thank you very much. Let's clap for them, please. Let's clap for them. Okay, sir, you can go back to your seat. Thank you so much. Okay, please come, so that our people at home can see. All right, so what's your name? Okay, no, don't tell me your name. You tell us her name so that she'll tell us your name. And then tell us something you found out about her.
Her name is Mrs. Shukra Famuyiwa.
Can we all hear her, please?
Her name is Mrs. Shukra Famuyiwa.
Okay.
And she's a occupational therapist.
Wow, occupational therapist. So thank God we are going to adopt you for this program. In case our coaches are not enough, we are adopting you, ma. Thank you. Okay.
She works at both.
All right. That's a lot of information.
She's Farida Olaniyan.
Okay.
She's in JSS3.
Wow.
Lekki Beaches School.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for playing our game. So you see, if you have things you want to share with her, you can talk to her afterwards. Who knows? Yes, let's meet you. Let's meet your pair and vice versa.
So her name is Salio Obeida. She's going to SS1 and she's looking to go into science or arts. She wants to be a physiotherapist or a lawyer.
Wow. So we have an occupational therapist you can talk to. We have coaches available you can talk to. I hope you are booked for a session, no? So we are going to make sure you talk to your coach, science or arts. Your coach will give you clarity. All right. So what about you?
Her name is Ali Temia. Currently, she just graduated from secondary school, going to university to study medicine and surgery.
Wow, congratulations. So you see, you can ask her questions. You want to go into science or arts, she can show you the way. Okay, she can tell you about science. You will find out if science is the way for you or not. All right. So thank you for playing. And I hope you people can talk during the short break. Good afternoon. Good morning. It's still morning. No, don't let the ambience deceive you.
Good morning. Her name is Mrs. Basira
Okay.
Molumo. She runs Heritage School in Korodu.
Wow.
And she's from Ogun State, Abeokuta.
Wow. That's awesome.
Good morning. Her name is Nuria, and she's a student of Busari Alao Secondary School in Ilorin. She's in SS2.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Welcome all the way from there. You came here. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. You can go to your seat. Please, let's appreciate ourselves. And so we have our daddy and our mommy. Please let us meet her, sir, and let us meet you, sir.
I'm Suleiman Olokodano, and she is Aditoma.
You're supposed to tell her only her name. You're supposed to tell us only her name and something about her.
I thought you said let's meet.
Yes, I said, sir, let us meet her. And then her, let us meet him. It's okay, it's okay.
The fashion designer.
Wow.
She has 3 kids, and she's from Ocean State.
So we have a fashion designer in our midst. If you're thinking of your next, your next outing clutch, you can contact her. Okay, so let's meet him.
Mr. Suleiman Olokodano. He's an estate somebody.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma, for. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. So tell us about him. Tell us his name and something about him.
Okay, his name is Mr. Deji Shomi, and he is a family practitioner and an architect. He has 2 kids and 1 wife and 2 eyes.
If she had to specify.
And 2 eyes.
2 eyes.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So let's find out something about her.
All right. Hafsa is about to sit her SATs.
Wow.
She loves languages. She's currently learning Chinese and
Wow.
Korean.
Wow.
She's going to be a nurse.
Wow.
But she can work she wants to be a nurse, but she can also do IT hospitality, like
Wow.
she really likes. And international relations, I think she'll make a good diplomat. She's from
Wow.
Oyo State and she's a very nice person.
Wow, awesome. I like this pair. Please let's clap for them. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for playing. And this was just to, loosen the room up a bit. And one of the things that we're here to do is to bond. We're different people, but we are connected and we're united because we have the desire to build better families, to make sure that there is a bond to improve the bond between the parents and the children. So that is just the beginning of what we have in store for you. We still have many more interesting programs and sessions. So please stay tuned. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together for Coach Joy Esen. We can do better. I'm a teacher. I'm going to give you assignment to do now. Let's put our hands together one more time for her. Can we do better than that? All right, you all agree with me that parenting has gone beyond what we used to think it was. Parenting is not, is it not parenting? I remember what my dad how he used to train us. Uncle this is that, uncle that is that. Now let me quickly spell out some of the challenges we present parents have. The first one is changing societal values and norms. You all agree with me that these days, we parents are challenged with a lot of societal values and norms. Increase access to information. You all agree with me that almost all the children have various devices that they use, if not for social reason, probably for their homework at home. And then that is also an issue. And then the busy schedule of and work-life balance. Even me, I know today again, I'm already outside, it's weekend. So it's also a challenge for parents. And then we have a lot, technological advancement, academic pressure, and the rest. And then you all agree with me that it is very, very important that we come together as parents to learn the ingredients, the things we need to use, the tools, and learn from our coaches. In fact, learn from other parents. I'm sure the past 9 days has been awesome, and today is an opportunity for us to meet each other physically. So now, which brings me to the next program on the agenda, which is the chairman's welcome address, why we are here. The chairman's address was supposed to be addressed by Mr. Suleiman Adedokun, but it will be ably represented by very honorable brother Suleiman also Olokodano. Please, let's put our hands together for my very good brother. Thank you very much. We can do better than this. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Esteemed guests, facilitators, parents, and our amazing teams. It is an honor to welcome you all to this year's Parents Teen Summit. This summit is rooted in a deep belief that family is the cornerstone of society. Yet, today's families face unprecedented challenges as we navigate the complexities of a rapidly changing world filled with the evolving societal norms, technical advancements, and diverse cultural influences. Maintaining strong, meaningful connections has never been more crucial or more difficult. In past editions, our summit has predominantly been faith-based, drawing from shared beliefs and values. However, today, we proudly welcome a broader, more diverse audience, one that reflects various faiths, demographics, and industries. We are thrilled to have with us representatives from schools, our children's homes away from home, corporate organizations, faith-based communities, family life industry representatives, and many more others. This diversity underscores the value of our theme, interconnected. We are all here, not defined by our backgrounds, but united by a common goal: building intentional, resilient, and forward-thinking families. Our theme, Interconnected, goes to the heart of this mission. In a world where digital screens often replace face-to-face in conversations and external influences sometimes dilute family values, it is vital to remember our connections. We are not just parents or teens, we are interconnected parts of a larger system that shapes our behaviors, choices, and relationships. The Parents Teen Summit serves a crucial purpose, and that is to equip families with practical tools, insights, and strategies for thriving amidst modern challenges. Here, we confront real issues head-on, from navigating generational differences to cultural, emotional intelligence in our communications. It's not just about discussions. It's about empowering families to turn these insights into meaningful actions that foster growth and unity. Today's itinerary is designed to reflect this vision. We will begin with our keynote address, From Conflict to Connection, which will explore how to transform familial tensions into pathways for deeper understanding and trust. Following these, our breakout sessions will cater to both parents and teens with specialized tracks that address the unique needs of each group. For our teens, the sessions offer guidance on emotional resilience and self-discovery, while parents will engage in workshops on discipline, digital management, and value-driven parenting. We also have a panel discussion that brings together experts from various fields, bringing academic insights with real-life parenting experiences. For those who registered, there are free coaching opportunities and puberty checks for girls, while our back-to-school exhibition will offer valuable resources for the upcoming school year. As we gather here today, we are not just a mix of faiths, demographics, or industries. We are a community, a collective committed to strengthening the family unit in all its forms. This summit is an opportunity to deepen our understanding of one another, celebrate our diverse perspectives, and create a future where our families are not just connected, but truly interconnected. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey. Let's embrace today's experiences, share in the wealth of knowledge, and live here more equipped to build future-forward families we all desire. I thank you for listening, and this is the speech of Brother Suleiman Olokudano. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was short and precise, straight to the point. I like that. And from his words, we all know that we need this kind of settings because honestly, I also have teenagers, and it is not a funny one. It is lots of discussions, agreeing, disagreeing. In fact, especially when you have those ones that are a bit bigger than you, they start feeling like, mommy, and then when they wear your shoes, they wear almost everything. So they think we're age mates, so they can get away with a lot of things. So yes, it's always arguments and arguments. So I'm sure there was a correction. I'm sure for the past 5 days, we've been learning a lot of ways in which we can navigate the stereotypes we hear. Teenagers word is a teenager's word, and then we allow them to go to take a lot of decisions that can, at the end of the day, affect them for life. So please, parents, put your hands together for deciding to sign up for this course. Please, let's put our hands together. And for the teenagers that are here, please give your parents a hug for allowing you to come for such a beautiful event. Mommy, let him give you a hug now. Yes, it isn't easy in this our Tinubu era. Money that you are supposed to use in shopping, to shop, to buy Congo Ewa and the rest. You decided to come for a parenting conference. It is not easy. And then so I'm sure some of our friends are told me, what are you doing? Is it not parenting? This parenting that we've been parenting, that Yalagbaja and this. So tell them when you get back to your various destinations that it is no longer business as usual. So we have an announcement. Counseling and puberty checks for teen girls have started. They can start coming in for the counseling room 3 at a time. Please, for the counseling room 3 at a time, puberty check 1. So if you are ready to go for counseling checkup and puberty checkup, you can start going for the teens. All right. Let me ask, so far, are you enjoying, is it meeting your expectation? Yes. Put your hands together for yourself. Somebody said yes now. All right. Somebody has been trying to correct me with a pronunciation, and I told her to look at me when I'm about to make the pronunciation. The next is we're going to have a general session keynote speech by Mr. Lukman Molumo. Yes. I don't want to murder that name. So it's going to take us through from conflict to connection, transforming disputes to learning experiences. Honestly, Sister Amina, chop kisses. This is something very important. Even as adults, we need to learn a lot how to resolve conflict and learn from it. Let's put our hands together as it comes to the stage to give us the keynote speech. Parents, there's tea over there. Oh, if you are feeling welcome.
Good morning, parents and our children in the house, and friends as well. I hope we can hear me too. Sometimes I probably may not hold the mic because I'm a teacher, so I have the teacher's voice. This room is too small for the teacher.
For a teacher, yes.
Yes, this room is so. Let me start by first and foremost appreciating the sister who has put up this kind of a beautiful program. I was asking myself a lot of questions when I got here, and one of them is what is inspiring her, what's driving her into doing this kind of a thing at a time like this, when everybody seems to have different interests. And that speaks volume about the kind of audience that we already have in the hall. I was thinking that by 10 o'clock, there won't just be any space again for people to come in. But this is not, this is not a nice one enough for a very beautiful effort that she has put into all of this. I've been receiving quite a number of publicity, and I hope that it's actually going around. So it couldn't have been only me. I've always been seeing her on the social media platform, and I expect that this place will be filled. Well, I think going by what is on the wall there, she already knows what she's in for, and she will not be deterred in any way by whether the attendance that is not so encouraging. But starting the program, I think it may not be out of place as a teacher. I don't want, because we have the media people around, I don't want a hall where we have empty spaces in between people and all of those things. So if you wouldn't mind, I think I will appreciate that those of us that are at the back should please occupy the seats, at the front rows. Let's readjust ourselves. Let's not be scattered in the hall. So if you permit me with that, please, let's do that. We need to fill up all these seats here, please. For VIPs. Okay, so the other ones, let's occupy them. Okay. All right. Having said that, I just wanted to be sure that we are interconnected. So rather than being disconnected, because our spaces itself signify that we may be disconnected in a way. And that will not go by the thing that we are here for. When we create spaces among ourselves, is to even at our various homes. We are already setting, we're already setting the home in chaos. We're already setting some crisis. And this is part of what we wanted to talk about. We need to connect with ourselves. We go to different homes today, and we actually don't take notice that this is how it starts. Let me start this. I want to ask a question. For those who have a family here, maybe dad and mom, maybe dad and the children, or the children and their mom, how many of us took our break? Let's start from prayer. Whether we're a Christian or a Muslim, did we pray together this morning? How many of us prayed together this morning in our various homes? That when the dad woke up, you woke up your wife, you woke up your children, even though they are on holidays, they need to rest, but then there is a time allocated for everything. Did we pray together? So this is where the conflict starts from. How many of us as family head together in the living room or what have you this morning?
No,
That the children don't go into the corner of their rooms to go and eat their own food when they collect from the kitchen. This is where the conflicts that we are talking about starts from. so many issues, and we all seem, almost helpless that this is the time that we have found ourselves, and we just need to live by it. As he said in the chairman's speech earlier, that we have forgotten that family is the building block of the society. Society is torpedoed today. Don't we agree? Especially our own society. Yes, it happens the world over, but we are more concerned about our own first. We've gotten to, take care of our home first. We've gotten to take care of ourselves first before we will talk about what is affecting other people elsewhere. Our society, for those of us who are parents in the house, who have spent about 40 years, 50 years in life, you will agree with me that this is not the best of times for us as a people. This is not the way we were raised. Today, we appear to be together, but we are wide apart. We appear to be living together in the same home, but we are far apart. And I give you a typical example. I used to visit a family friend. And when I get to their house, and all the children will come out to the living room to welcome me, each person will sit at different ends of the couches in their, in their parlor. And each person, after the pleasantries of welcome, this and that, and go in the next 2 minutes, each person is already in his own silo, in his own world. And you see each one of them smiling, laughing at who? The gadget in their hand. They are all together in the living room, but everybody is in different planets. No two people in that living room talks together. And even myself that go there, after some time, I will feel so empty, I will feel alienated. Not because they intentionally did not want to welcome me. They welcome me quite all right. But because of what we have accepted and admitted as a new way of life, each person is living his or her own world in his own microspace. And so, even though we live together at home, but we are actually disconnected. We are not together in any way. You don't know what the elder sister is doing. The elder sister does not know what the junior brother is doing. Each person is just in his own world. This is the beginning of the conflict in our society. And because our homes are no longer made, we are not connected any longer. There is no shared values any longer. There is no shared values any longer. What the mother is thinking of is at variance with what the father is thinking of. And they are not at congruent with any of the children. Each person is thinking of his or her home. We are really challenged. That is the naked truth. And because the homes are challenged, by extension, our society is already challenged. Our society is already challenged. There is no intentional parenting any longer. The children have 1,000, 1 million, and 1 parents online who advise them, who tell them what to do. And really, those are the ones that they found there. I asked my brother, who represented the chairman now, why is this place not filled up? What's our story? What's our excuses? What other means and avenue do we connect together? Do we bond together? Or we bond together on social media alone? Are we not humans any longer? So this is the beginning of conflict for us. So except we are ready to retrace our steps as much as possible, we are not in any way discouraging the use of technology. It has come to stay, and and there is nothing anybody can do about it. But there must be a responsible use of technological devices. Otherwise, it will not be easy for the society. I mean, with all due respect. If there is no responsible use, regulated use of what the technology that we are talking about. And sometimes we don't even know that we misconstrue even the so-called technology. Oh, my child knows so much about technology. He can do anything. If you give him that phone now, in the next 5 minutes, he will tell you what even the manufacturers did not think about that tool. You think that that is technology. That's just a user, for goodness sake. And will perpetually be slaves to those who are doing it. Put our children down to come and write an assessment on technology, even though they don't disconnect with phones and tablets and laptops. They hardly will pass, because what they are doing with those technological devices is just to be an ordinary user of what is provided by some people. We are not training them to be creators, innovators of those technology that we are talking about. So this is one of the reasons why this kind of program, is so relevant at this time, that there is a need for us to create more avenues like this where we will be connected. We have created spaces in between ourselves too much. And that is why our children no longer understand us. We no longer understand our children. What our children wanted does not make sense to us, and we are not giving them guidance about what they should be getting as alternative. Is that not a conflicting life? It is already. The truth is that we, as parents, first and foremost, we are advantaged, irrespective of whether we say these children are netizens and co. Leave technology aside first, we'll come back to it. We are advantaged over our children either by age, either by experience, either by exposure, either by whatever metric we may be using. So it is our responsibility, first and foremost as parents, to ensuring that we lay standard values, we lay standard metrics for these children, and make them to understand why the following things are important to their life, more than what they are probably seeing on the social media platform. But because we don't create that opportunity, so they don't even get to understand us. These days, like one of these our sisters had said earlier, that these days we now think that, oh, because we are living in the world of our children, they should be the deciders for us in so many things. Yes, we can bring them in when we are having conversations around things, but there are points that they probably do not have that wisdom to be able to comprehend why we'll have to do certain things. So what they need is an explanation. I wonder today when I probably will have a teen of about 10 years, 11 years, 12 years who wanted to go to secondary school. And I am probably saying that my child is the one that will make a choice. What does she know, or what does he know? To make a choice about the school that he or she has to go to. Will I have taken a wrong decision for such a child? Did I sit back to educate this child? The reason why we are looking at these choices and these choices are the following reasons. The child may have gotten a different education from that, but because we didn't provide opportunity for him to have a different view. And so that's why we concede the decision to them. They are stakeholders. There's no doubt about it. For my child, I am deciding this for you because this school has history of the following: academic performance, moral performance, faith-based education, about leadership, about life skills, about, every other important thing that they need to live a very decent life. And where you are chosen, it may not have been bad, but look at these metrics that I've listed on the table. Do you have any information about that school? Ditto with every other thing that we normally will need them to be part of. We must recognize the fact that, first and foremost, wisdom is not equivalent to knowledge. They are not the same. They could have the knowledge, but the wisdom is yet to come, because wisdom is acquired with time, over a period of time. It's the experience that determines that. And that is why when we talk about emotional intelligence, how much of it could they have had? Because how much of things have they been exposed to? Because emotional intelligence that we'll talk about has to do with experience and exposure. It's not something that they read in the pages of any book. But we need their own knowledge of today's issues that some of us may not be familiar with. And we need to find a nexus where the knowledge and the wisdom will interconnect. And so, what is required, dear parents who are already in the house, is that we need to return back to the basics. The basic is what? Returning back to the days of old that worked. We are not talking of what didn't work in the past, but certain formulas worked for us where we are living our life today. Some of us are able to withstand the vicissitudes of life today, all the pressure. There is no money, there is no fuel, there is no food, there is no this, and all of that. These are part of the challenges we are confronted with. But some are weathering the storm rather than focusing on the challenges. They are looking at how to navigate, around it and survive it. Some are already broken into pieces. Some are already broken into pieces. So the basics that we should have returned to is to have created a strong bond at home, where these children are educated at family level with morals, with values, with a whole lot of experiences different from academics. Sometimes we also mistaken it to say that because my child is a genius, is getting A1 in school, all his subjects, it clears them all. We thought that that child is already, made for life. Far from it. Far from it. Most often, the grades, as much as we require it, it opens the door for our children, but it may not keep them inside. What happens inside is a different world entirely. Do they have that knowledge? Do they have that exposure? Do they have the emotional intelligence to be able to? Even the mere attitude, we will say it's mere, but sometimes it is probably far better than great. Otherwise, why do they say your attitude will determine your altitude? Why was it not said that your aptitude? After all, your aptitude is your IQ, is your intelligence, your academic performance. That's your aptitude. You're brilliant. You're getting A1s all through. You get a first class. That's the aptitude. But most often, the aptitude doesn't keep them in the room. What keeps them in the room is the attitude. Is the attitude. But are we building that attitude into them? Because attitude will be woven around by a number of things, values, morals, emotional intelligence, social skills, survival skills, street knowledge, and co. This is what will make them the all-round personality that we want. Even those who japa out of the country to say, oh, God's own countries, they are going. Are they picking dollars on the streets there? They are not. They are working their heart out before they make the dollar that you see with them. So the same children here or adults who do not have the right attitude, the emotional intelligence, the values that we are talking of, they get there and they're finding it extremely even tougher than the society that they ran away from. So for us, as parents who are fortunate to be in the hall here, I'm setting the tone for us in our discussion today that we got it to be connected. When we are connected, as parents with our kids, as kids among themselves, physically more like this, there is a whole lot that we can sort out. There is a whole lot that we can resolve. But when we allow, gaps to exist, when we allow technology to replace humans, we will continue to create terrible, consequences for ourselves to live with in the society. Technology will not replace humans at any time. We need ourselves. I am because you have the principles of Ubuntu. We must be considerate with one another. I must consider the next person. What is the consequence of my action? What is he going to, is it going to impact on the next person next door, to our home, to our class, to our office? In what way does my action impact on these people? When you think about that, that is humanity. Technology in form of our devices, in form of robots, will not think that for us, no matter how intelligent. Will not think that. Technology does not know sympathy. It doesn't know empathy. It's a programmed system. It's a machine. Our youths are confused. The unfortunate thing is that we are also not available to address their concerns. From the simplest act in our various homes, we have to pray together. While we were growing up, it doesn't matter whether it's a Christian, it's a Muslim, it's almost these values or way of life cuts across. Early in the morning, everybody will have to get up. But what do we do today? We stand in for our children because we don't want them to feel any pain, any stress. They are on holidays. The Muslims will say, oh, Emma Jomoye, don't wake him because he's really tired, out of school. He needs to rest during the holiday. 5 o'clock, that is supposed to be woken up at 5:30, you did not. You think that you can travel his journey for him. No way. He will travel his journey by himself. We are only supporters and guardians for them. In those days, despite the fact that some of us come from homes that our parents are not lettered, the bond that existed in the family is something else. You will see when they are cooking food in the morning or afternoon, it's as if we are doing party. Because we are probably about 20, we are probably about 30 at home, all living together. Even sometimes difficult for you to identify the true mother, the true biological mother of each one of us. And when we need to eat, our food are put together, maybe for 5, 6, 7, 8 people together in the same plate. Survival of the fittest. We may not like it, but it actually teaches a lot of sense on how to survive. But today, do we expose our children to all of those things any longer? For those that have shared certain experience with, who are in the hall, that what we call these values, this emotional intelligence, this survival instinct, our children are as old as 20 in the cities, and they are still acting like Greek buttered chickens. At age 20. Yeah, at age 20. And I traveled to where we will call a village some while ago. And by the roadside that I said, I want to on the express, let me hitch myself. And as I parked the car, I saw some children who were peeling cassava. And I just wanted to be curious that are these children actually doing it or they are playing with cassava? And I moved closer to them. Went back to the car, counted the number of those children, ahead, and picked some money from the car to say that I want to give them. And when I got there, and I was greeting them, well done, oh. And they said, yes, Talembere. The way they answered me is as if, who are you? We don't know you. From where? Who are you looking for? And I said, Baba ni Mumbe, what's in me? They are not here. Where are they? They are in the farm. Where is the farm? It's far. So who is here? What are you doing? And they said, when I had the question, what are you doing? They said, you are the law. Yes. That's what they told me. And I said, who is the eldest among you? He said to me, no, how old? 7 years. Voila, 7-year-old. Leading his siblings of 5, of 6 years to peel a truckload of cassava. If I do that, if I do 1/4 of what those children are doing in city today, will I not be on the social media tomorrow? Child labor, child molestation, child this, child that. Is that not what you would tag me? Whereas, take that 7-year-old child from that city to from that village to the city. The only difference between her and our 20-year-old child is just communication. Because our own will be doing English. And maybe that one doesn't understand English. But how long does it take in with the kind of social skill, emotional skill, the survivor skills, the life skills that he has gotten? It doesn't take him more than months. And once he's able to learn the language to communicate, then he overtakes and leaves behind our children that have everything. So there is a need for us to recalibrate. There is a need for us. These children need us. Most often, we are not there. Or when we are there, we are filling in the gaps for them too much. We should allow them to also experience life in its real form. At home, we must determine, even if everybody will use technology, there must be certain rules. There must be hours, no longer today, in homes, where we will say at 10 p.m., every member of the family will have to listen to Channels News. It's no longer existing. And we think that when our children are on the social media, they are following up with, valuable information that is going on. No. They are only following up with what is happening to Bobrisky or who are the players. Ronaldo, that doesn't add any value to their life. So their parents in the house and their children. We are here to listen to quite a number of erudite parents and facilitators for us to learn. I am only trying to galvanize the room for what is ahead of us for the day. I want to enjoin on us to take all the advantage that we have, and ensure that we learn as much as possible. And let us also endeavor to relearn, or perhaps to even unlearn, if possible. Nobody knows how to do it all. We are all under construction. It's a work in progress. And we must always be submissive enough to say that I'm listening to another person, and it's probably prompting me for something that I've not been doing. And when I get back home today, I want to make a difference in my home. I need to call the entire members of the family together, and we'll have a conversation around, certain new rules that probably will start governing the home. By doing that, we'll be able to bridge, the wide gap that is in between us. It is not nice enough with what we are seeing in the society today. Not nice, to be honest. In fact, sometimes some of our parents do not even know anything about their children. And that is why these children will choose confidence, either online or somewhere else. They know more than our children. We've gotten to create time, family time, where we've gotten to, this family has certain values, certain rules that everybody must be living with. Let's make it abundantly clear that this family stands for integrity, and we will not condone it in any way to do opposite. That when our children are out of the home, we know that that will be a moral compass for them. This family does not condone in any way anything that has to do with lies and falsehood. If your child will not be happy as of the moment that you have to spank him for doing opposite, do it. It doesn't kill. It's a far better means to building his or our future than thinking that if you tell him, because he will feel bad, you will probably not be good enough. We need to understand that they may not know it all. And we need to let them know the reason why certain things are not accepted and why certain things must be done in certain ways. So I do hope that this that I've said will have galvanized the rooms, and we are all expectant and exciting to listen to the various, lines of good speakers that have been put together for us. I wish us the very best. I hope our children will learn a whole lot. I expect the children, I don't know if the organizers of the program, if the children don't have writing materials, please get one so that you can make so much. So if you have, please, it's not for decoration. You are supposed to make jottings out of this, because what you have not written down may not subsist beyond today, tomorrow, and the next few days. But when you have your jotters or the journals that they must have given you, and 1 week, 1 month, 1 year from now, you flash through the pages and you are picking 1 or 2 messages that, this reminds, okay, I want to be doing this because I've not been doing it. That is the essence of writing down. So please, let every one of us, including parents, also embrace the same. I wish us the very best. I wish that we'll have a very great day. I want to thank the organizers once again for this opportunity, and I continue to pray for them to succeed in their various efforts. This is brilliant. This is fantastic, and we need more of this. We need to support them, even if it's only by attending programs like this. Our children need it a lot, rather than reducing the means of learning to just only the social media for them. Thank you so much.
And that was an outstanding talk. Honestly, You wonder when he said he wasn't going to use the mic, and then I was wondering, he wasn't with a piece of paper, you know. That is how we know outstanding speakers. He spoke from the heart, and okay, yes, please. Want to quickly have a brief, you can come on. And he spoke from his heart. Honestly, I've noted a lot of things down. Children, I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous. Yes, yes. I wish I had this opportunity to, when we were growing up, to have a lot of tools to be handed over to us. You'll be amazed that some of those things will come back to you when you least expected it, and then you remember that, oh, I attended a conference. All right. While our cameramen and videographers are putting some adjustments on the stage, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of, while we were discussing, I would like to, some of our distinguished guests came in.